Hi Ashwin, morning. Good to be speaking with you. So seems like a mixed bag for the auto sales data. Help us. What's been your reading so far, and any big trends you see shaping up with respect to the demand?
Yeah, thank you so much for bringing me on this panel once again. The numbers were they showed quite a divergent trend in the overall auto sector. We have seen in the domestic industry, the urban trend remains quite subdued, but we have seen some, happy trends, I would say, in the rural demand, because of which the tractors as well as the two-wheelers, they have performed well. Also, the export performance has been good. For example, for Bajaj Auto, the domestic did not perform well, but it was somewhat supported by the export outperformance, because we have been seeing that export have been performing really very good. Maybe it doesn't matter whether it is for two-wheelers or passenger vehicles. Even for Maruti, we have seen that the export performance has been good, but the domestic performance has not been that great. Maybe like in the urban markets, we have seen some sort of, degrowth kind of for the low-end passenger vehicles. That has been the trend since long time. Also for two-wheelers, the low-end, the mass segment, because of the pricing, the cost of acquisition is quite high because of all those reasons. The lower end has been not performing well. But this month we have seen that the rural trend has been quite strong, and because of that, because of good monsoons and all, and the tractors as well as the low end, the two-wheelers, I would say, have been performing well. So then talking about the passenger vehicles, the SUVs have been like bucking the trend in the passenger vehicle segment as always, and therefore Mahindra and Mahindra is the biggest beneficiary that we have seen, and that has been performing really very well since long time. And their new vehicles, the two EVs that they have launched, the XCV9 and VE6, they are performing well. And overall, the Mahindra family, like the overall the Scorpios, the Thars, XUVs, and all those segments are performing well for Mahindra. So on and on, I would say that SUVs have been performing well, the tractors, the exports, and the two-wheelers. Also, one heartening sign that we have seen in the month of July is the commercial vehicles that have seen sort of green shoots. So, maybe it doesn't matter whether it is a small single-digit growth, but it is in the positive territory. So we think that, we have been awaiting this kind of, thing in the commercial vehicle sector since a long time. But, there has been a lot of delay in that. But this is the first month, I would say, that we have seen sort of good growth. I mean, not good, but at least some sort of positive growth in the commercial vehicle sector. Maybe it is a start of, the cycle upturn for commercial vehicles. So going forward, I would say that in the festives, the new launches should support the passenger vehicle growth up to some extent. But, on and on this year, FY26 will be not that great year for passenger vehicles as well, on the similar lines of FY25. But some sort of higher growth, I would say, than FY25, we can see the passenger vehicle growth industry.
Sure,
yeah.
Hi, morning. This is Snehi also joining in. Just to take the point ahead that you were making on commercial vehicles, this time you have names like Ashok Leyland, Tata Motors, CV that have done well, and largely two-wheelers have been in line with what the street was estimating. What would your pecking order be in terms of the stocks that you're liking, the companies that you're liking from both these spaces, CVs and two-wheelers?
Within CVs, we like Ashok Leyland. Tata Motors, there has been sort of, there are multiple levels in the stock, like, geographically also there is some sort of weakness in Europe, then in China also, so JLR is the main driving force for Tata Motors, and it is like, last quarter they had reduced the profit guidance, and also I am not really very positive on Tata Motors. And on the other hand, Ashok Leyland is like looking much better on the domestic growth, and their top line is not only based on on the trucks, but buses, then exports, defense, LCVs, all are like doing good for them. So in the CVs, I would like Ashok Leyland, and in the passenger vehicles, I like Mahindra and Mahindra better than the other companies.
All right, but also talk to us about the electric two-wheeler space, Ashwin.
because yes, of course, the leaders, or rather the legacy players, have been fighting for the market share, and we have the winners like TVS as well as Bajaj, and while Ola Electric has been losing the market share for quite some time now. But actually, interestingly, it's Hero MotoCorp that has been gaining the market share, and I believe this is the first time that we are seeing the market share in a double-digit number. What do you make out of this, and do you believe that there could be some more churning with respect to the winners when it comes to the electric two-wheeler space, and maybe Hero MotoCorp is something to watch out for?
The electric two-wheeler space is heating up a lot. Like we are seeing sort of a lot of action in that space, with Ola losing their market share, thick and fast. We have seen that when Ola had come out with their IPO, their market share was close to 40%. Now they are, in the third spot, I would say close to 20%. And the TVS and the likes of TVS and Bajaj are ruling the roost. But yes, Hero MotoCorp is, gradually making inroads into the two-wheeler EV space because of their VIDA platform, and they are expanding their presence and launching new two-wheeler EVs in that space. So, that is a very heartening sign to see, because Hero has been, basically into domestic motorcycles only, and they have been knocking the doors of the two-wheeler EVs since some time now. But now, with their strategies in place, and new dealerships, coming up across India for EVs, the VIDA platform doing good, and the new launches are coming. So definitely, I would say that Hero is gaining some sort of market share, and that's a good sign for the domestic two-wheeler leader.
Sure, Ashwin. Thanks so much for your views, and thanks for your time this morning. On that note, we'll